Hello, welcome everybody, right? It's another Facebook Friday. It's Frillici Friday. I am amyfrillici and we are here to have some fun. But man, you guys, there's a storm coming. And so I have like fingers crossed. I've been like worrying, wondering a little bit, I guess I would say. Like hopefully we don't lose power. I don't, that doesn't happen that often, but I could totally see because it's pretty dark in here. I don't have any more lights that I can like shine on things. So anyway, yeah, it's like dark and a little bit scary looking out there, but we are having some fun in the craft room today. So what are we going to play with, you guys? And actually I'm already going to do this like swipe over and swipe back and we'll see. Yeah. There we go. Hi, Philomena. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, today we are going to play with, this is the, oops, oh no, already dropped some things on the floor. Here we go. I have those all organized too. Okay, so we are going to play with today. This is the Thankful Garden Bundle. Thank you for the share too, Miss Philomena. So beautiful stamp set. This is part of online exclusives. So there's a stamp set. There are masks that we're going to use. New technique I'm going to show you guys today. Some fun with the masks. If you haven't played with these, we actually used these at our one-day retreat last Saturday. And I thought, you know what? I am going to show, because we made 4 cards there and 2 of them used these masks. And people were a little bit unsure of how to do it. And so I thought, you know what? We're going to actually make these cards on Facebook Live this week too. And then this is kind of a jumbled mess. I'll show you these guys, but these are the, what's that stamp set called again? The Thankful Garden. So these are all the dies we're going to use. These are the couple that we're not going to use on the cards today. So anyway, the idea though is that they're going to die cut that beautiful hydrangea. Oh my gosh. And the masking that you use. And then there is a teeny tiny little stamp. I don't know, these little, actually any of those little babies right there will stamp kind of inside the flowers to really make them kind of pop. I don't know what kind of a flower that is, but I love it. Good morning, Miss Vina, and thank you for joining us. Then we have sentiments. You make a difference with love, and then you could do the little and thanks. So here's the with love, and there's the little and thanks. And then also thankful for you, friend. So awesome stamp set, awesome set of dies. They have, so again, they're going to cut out those 2 big flowers, and then they've got some coordinating leaves. And is there a sentiment? Maybe, no, I think it's just leaves. Yeah, a few different leaves. Do they have, yeah, there's this little leaf too, right here. That little leaf, and you actually get 2 of the dies. They'll cut that little leaf out. Yeah, so we're going to have lots of fun today, I promise, with all of that. That bundle. And then we also are using, what's the name of the designer series paper? I think I actually have it right here. So I gave everybody, I'm like jumping around as usual. This is the Lovely Garden. So this is what I have left. I've got like a couple packages there. You can kind of see there's like barely anything left. We had lots and lots of fun playing with that. And I'll show you all that stuff in just a little bit. Maybe when I flip the camera down, I'm thinking we'll see. Anyway, in the meantime, we have the last chance lists are out. I just had a chance to really kind of go through the other day and take a peek at everything that's on the last chance list. If you have not had a chance to hop on to Stampin' Up, hello, Mr. Mike, welcome. Thanks for joining us. Let's see, last chance lists. You can find them if you go to stampinup.com, obviously, and then click on specials and then last chance products. And there are pictures of everything that is still available in the last chance products list. I think I've been a little bit neglectful in like maybe sharing that on Facebook because generally we have the retired lists that come out and there's like this whole list and I go through and highlight the catalogs and I get everything all together and feel super organized. And this year they keep kind of, putting more things on the last chance lists like I don't know, it's almost like every other month or so. So I feel like I haven't been quite as like up to date or maybe sharing as well as I could be. So just want to put that like reminder out there to check out the last chance list. Some of the in colors, the 2023, 2025 in colors have already sold out, like the cardstock in some of the colors has sold out. So just kind of know that things, once they go on the last chance list, then they can become discontinued, not available any longer. So check those lists out. Everything that's on there is still available as of this exact moment in time. Also, don't forget that you earn Stampin' Rewards for every order over $20. So you put in a $20 order, you get $2 in Stampin' Rewards that you can use on your next order. You can let those rewards accumulate. So you could wait and get like $100 in rewards and then buy something big for yourself, or use like little increments of it and just kind of decrease the cost of your online orders every single time you put an order in. So lots of different ways you can use those rewards. You have a year to use them. Actually, when you log on to stampinup.com, there's a little dashboard for you now that'll tell you how many dollars you have in rewards and if something is expiring soon, so you make sure you use, redeem those rewards before they expire too. So lots of good stuff happening there. No more host codes, so I don't even have to share that with you any longer. Basically, just make sure if you want to get your name in the drawing that I'm going to do in a little bit, that you need to select me as your demonstrator. That's my cue to know you want to get your name in the Facebook Live drawing. Just spend at least $50 and you get all the Facebook Live freebies like you always have. Plus, you get the Stampin' Rewards now too, which is even better. So awesome, right? Also, if you are interested, if you don't have a demonstrator or don't have a catalog to get a don't have a demonstrator to get a catalog through, let me know. I would be happy to get one of our new annual catalogs sent out to you. I have, again, finally had some time to flip through this catalog. So many good things in here. And then as well, just as much, so much good stuff in our online exclusives too. So keep that in mind. There's a bunch in the catalog. The catalogs are getting, I don't know if you can tell, but they're getting a little bit thinner because they are releasing new products online every other month now. So as demonstrators, we could actually pre-order for the May online exclusives at the very end of March. So I've been playing with some fun stuff there. And then every month, so what is that? May, then June, then July, August, September, October, November. So every other month, they're going to be releasing more online exclusive product in addition to everything you see in the annual catalog. But again, if you need one of these catalogs, let me know. I'd be happy to get one sent out to you. You can start ordering from the catalog May 6th. If you want to order sooner, get the starter kit. You can get stuff from the annual catalog in your starter kit. You can start pre-ordering like all of the rest of the demonstrators can do right now also. The other fun thing I want to make sure you guys all know about, let me make sure. I'm like on a roll, right? Like Robin made kind of made fun of me and like the coffee that I don't drink, but you would think that maybe I would, right? As I'm like bouncing off the walls again. I think because I walked into my craft room and I was like, oh my gosh, it's really pretty dark and dreary in here. And we got to make up for that. We got to have lots of extra special fun today to wipe the drear away that's out there. Yes. Okay. So let me show you actually, because I have all these pretty. So these are our new in colors: Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Darling Duckling, Cloud Cover, and Secret Sea. Beautiful, right? Beautiful color combination there. So I'm doing an in color club. Again, you will get, let me just say, for example, the first month you get everything in Timid Tiger. So you're going to get a full package of cardstock. You are also going to, so cardstock, ink pad, ink refill, faux linen ribbon, which I haven't had a chance to order yet. That wasn't on the pre-order. I would love to get that ribbon in my hand. So you get the Stampin' Right marker in Timid Tiger. You get both of the Stampin' Blends. You get the Designer Series paper that comes in the assorted paper pack in Timid Tiger. You also get a package of, yes, so can you guys see, these are all of the in colors in here also. So you get a free package of these in color pearls. And then as well, you also get $20 in free product the month that you're the host of the in color club. So I'm still running everything exactly the same way I always have. Again, so 1 month you would get Timid Tiger, everything in Timid Tiger that I just mentioned. Next month, everything in Strawberry Slush. Next month in Darling Duckling. Next month, everything in cloud cover, and the last month, say, for example, everything in Secret Sea. So again, check out those beautiful colors. They're really beautiful, gorgeous. I have had a chance to play with them finally as well, and I'm falling in love with them. And then I love these pearls too. So these pearls actually are coming in the new in colors, and then last year's in colors, the 2024, 2026 in colors. They're going to come in these. I don't know if you can tell how pretty they are, but they are gorgeous, those pearls as well. So if you're interested in Color Club, I will include the link with all of the details above this Facebook Live video this afternoon. It is $65 per month for the 5 months. Again, 1 month, you get $20 in free product that I'll add to your package when I send that out to you. Okay, so let me know that first order so we can order like anything out of the catalog starting on May 6th. So my first In Color Club order will go in on May 6th. And so if you're interested, please let me know. I'd love to get you signed up for that. You can pay cash, check, PayPal, Venmo, however you like to pay, whatever's easiest for you. Okay. Then as well, we are doing a designer series paper share. And hold on, let's just do this swipe over and back one more time because I feel like, there we go. Sometimes, I don't know, Facebook has been weird lately. They keep, always making changes, right? Okay, so designer series paper share. I am including annual catalog, new designer series paper in the annual catalog, and online exclusive product will both be both of those. So May online exclusives and new annual catalog designer series paper in this paper share. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 packages of paper because I'm also including a sample of the In Color DSP in the brand new In Colors and in last year's In Colors too. So again, 11 packages of paper. You get a quarter of a pack of each of those packages of paper. It's $41 for the paper share. And then you're actually going to get a half a package of not these pearls, but the last year's In Colors, the 2024, 2026 In Colors. I'm just going to like snip that right in half and you're going to get a half a package of those beautiful pearls as a little thank you from me for ordering the designer series paper share. And in addition, well, I guess I should say that order will also be going in on May 6th. And each time I get a group of 4 people, I'll put another order in. So try not to, hopefully nobody has to wait too long for their paper share. But again, best thing to do is let me know right now if you're interested in the paper share. You can even comment right on Facebook Live. And again, I'll include that link too in the details above this Facebook Live video after we finish today. Okay. All right, so we got all of that stuff. I think let's do our first drawing for, these are, boy, I need my glasses already. Iridescent foil gems. I did it. I was like, I know the name of these. I got this. Okay, so we're going to do the drawing right now. If you shared our last Facebook Live video, your name is in here. If you posted a picture of a project you made right here to our Facebook group, we love to see what you're up to. So post your projects, please. What else? I picked one random post. If you commented on that post, your name is in here. Or if you signed up for my email list, your name is in here. So let's see, one lucky winner. Who is it going to be? Let's see. Miss Alicia Rose. So she actually posted a beautiful kind of sea scene with like shells and starfish, I think it was. And I think she said, I can even hear the waves like with the card, right? So it was a beautiful card. And so Alicia, congratulations. You are the winner of, where did I put those? Oh, they're right back here. Okay, you are the winner of these iridescent foil gems and I will get these sent out to you. So congratulations. And thank you for sharing your beautiful creation with us. So actually, let me dump these out. So we got to get ready for the next. Make sure there aren't any lingering names in there. Okay, so on our next Facebook Live, which is again going to be 2 weeks from today. So that'll be the very beginning of May. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. Like April's flying by. April showers are bringing May flowers, fingers crossed, right? Things are starting to kind of pop up, right? I'm seeing like lots of green, I guess, not on the trees for sure yet, but in the ground, lots of things are popping. So we'll have beautiful flowers soon enough, right? And then, so these are an embellishment that is retiring shipping. These are on the last chance list. Don't forget, things are on big sale on there too. It's funny because there was a package of, so a bunch of the gems are on there and on big sale. Designer series paper. I saw one package of paper. It was like $3 or $4 for 12 by 12, full package of designer series paper. So lots of good things on there and lots of things on sale too. So these might be on sale as well, but these are what we're going to give away. The in color gems, the 2024, 2026 in color gems. We'll give those away on our next Facebook Live. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I know. Yeah. So I want to show you guys. Oh, I actually, first of all, want to show you because I love this card just came in the mail, and let me show you how I like made a mess of the envelope, but so it came to me. Okay. So here's, and I'm going to kind of just because and I was like, oh, that's an interesting card. And then you see, here, I'll kind of flip it back that way. So it folds down so you can mail it, but it's actually a cross, right? So I've seen these online. A couple different people have been sharing these, and Sharon Greening from our Inspired Stampers group actually made these cards and I think she mailed like 40 or so of these, made and mailed like 40 of these Easter cards, right? She's got the little Happy Easter on the back, and then the stamp that says, "He has risen," and then the beautiful cross. Isn't that awesome? So simple, but then so beautiful too. So thank you, Miss Sharon, for that Easter card. I loved getting that in the mail. And I just love how it can flatten down and then it can pop up as like a 3D, right? So very, very cool. Thank you, Sharon, for sharing your card with me, and so that I could share it with everybody here on Facebook Live. Okay, the other thing I want to share. So like I said, last weekend, one sec, need a sip of water. There we go. So last Saturday we had our one-day retreat right here in Alma. We, do I have all of that? I think I do. Let me see if I can get it easily enough here. Yeah. Okay, bear with me one sec, ladies. Let me figure out what all we've got here. So everyone received a full package of, this is the Lovely Garden Designer Series paper. They also, this was their goodie bag. They also received a full package of the Starburst sequins. I love, these are so fun. And then also they received a full bolt of, this is the Fresh Freesia Faux Velvet Ribbon. So this was their goodie bag, basically, right here. Ribbon, gems, and designer series paper. Then they used these items to make their make and takes. So I'll show you this one first, right? This is a beautiful, this Thankful for You friend. And you can see, right, it's also using the Thankful Garden, not designer series, well, whatever that is, Everyday. Now I got to remember the name of this paper, right? Lovely Garden. Yep. So it uses the Lovely Garden Designer Series paper, but then also the Thankful Garden. That's actually, as I'm thinking about that, you know what they ought to do? They ought to name everything the same that's in the suite. So you only have to remember one name. So Thankful Garden stamp set, dies, masks, and designer series paper. That is the note, right? Don't even call it a different garden name, right? Because I can't even remember it. And I've looked at it, the package 2 times now. So yes, Stampin' Up. Name it all the same stuff, and then we don't have to remember as many names. Okay, so yeah, I guess if you're listening. But yes, we used the Thankful Garden stamp set. And so this was, do you guys see? So isn't this beautiful, right? So there's the stamp that we used, and then the Thankful for You friend. This beautiful, love this designer series paper. So that was one of the make and takes. And then here is another with, again, the gorgeous designer series paper. We've got the Fresh Freesia ribbon and the sequins on there. And then they made 2 more cards that I'm actually going to demonstrate, because those are the ones that use the masks. So like I said, I thought, you know what, I want to have it on video so everyone knows how to make these cards. So I will, nope, I don't even want to like spoil the surprise. I'll show you guys those in just a little bit when we are making them. Oh, but I can show you, this was one of the little table treats that I made for everybody. So these cute little boxes, right, that say this just to brighten your day. Thank you, Philomena. I'm loving these. Yeah, so there were these little treats that I gave everybody. They were on their table with their goodie bag product. And then later in the day, I came around. Oh, actually, let me show you. So this, my good friend, Stacy Decker, who comes to help me with the retreat, she had made these little treat boxes, and I thought they're so cute and simple and easy. So this is just like a little belly band that slides off. And then here's the little box. And I think, yeah, I put a couple of little Kit Kats. So just for sizing wise, I put 2 of these little Kit Kats in, oh, actually I put 3. I forgot, I put 1 of each color. There's a pink, a purple, and a blue. So those kind of fit right inside there, and then this squeezes together, and we'll see if I can. You know, I probably can't because we're on Facebook Live, but normally I can like just slide this, maybe if I hold it up against. Yeah, well, maybe not. Anyway, it will slip back on there when I'm not on Facebook Live, I promise. But there's the idea, right? And then it, like I said, it just slides right off. That little designer series paper does. So that was one of the little table treats that I made everybody. And then this is my cutesy little box that I love to make. It's another little belly band. Again, features this gorgeous designer series paper. Do you think I can remember it? Every day. No, Lovely Garden designer series paper. You can see it there on that one and on that one, right? So love that particular pattern. I think is so pretty. So again, this one is another little, just slides, that low belly band just slides right off. And then this cutesy little box, right? Oh, and there's chocolate in there. Oh my goodness, making me hungry now. So one of these little, for reference, it's a little Reese's. Are they carrots? I think, yeah, they're in the shape. It's a Reese's peanut butter cup, but in the shape of little thing of carrots. So that's the little box, right? So that folds up, that folds up, that folds up. And then again, the belly band. I think I'm going to get this one. We'll just slide. There we go. It'll just slide right back on there. Oops, and then it's upside down, but there we go. Flip it over. So cute little treats, again, made with that Lovely Garden designer series paper and the ribbon and the sequins. Okay, so yeah, and we just had so much fun too at the retreat. I really actually do. They are a ton of work, and at the end of the night, I am super exhausted because basically usually like for the whole week leading up to it, I'm making the treats, I'm getting the make and takes ready. You know, I'm just getting like all ready to go, right? Then we have to get everything all set up, get the food all prepared, everything ready to go to like feed and spoil everybody all day long. And then at 9 o'clock, after everyone is gone, you're like, oh, now we got to put it all away and put like the church hall back the way we found it. And that's the part when you're like, oh, why do I do these things? But then I don't know. It's like, it's just so much fun the whole day long that it's worth it. So yeah, other than, like I said, that end part when you have to put everything back, but you get over it, right? It's all done. It's all put back together. Everything's good. My sister and her husband came and helped too, and they were a huge help. So thank you, Shelly and Dan, for your huge amount of help and getting everything kind of put back the way it started out on Friday afternoon before we took over the place. Okay, so let's see what, yes, it's so spring, summer, and beautiful. It is, Vina. It is absolutely gorgeous paper. You're going to fall even more in love with it, and the stamp set, and the masks, and the dies in just a little bit too. Okay, also, I will tell you, I ended up deciding to run my celebration on the same day as the retreat because I already had everything out. So everybody that came for celebration also got to make these 2 make and takes, and then they also received this cute little treat box. So if you were not able to come to celebration, if you earned your spot and you were not able to come or you're long distance, I put everything together. There's another little gift that I put in your package too, and those are on their way to you. So be on the lookout for those. If you were not able to come, they are on their way to you now. Okay. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. I think that was all I wanted to show you guys, right? Okay, just a quick reminder, bingo. I'm like, I don't, maybe I didn't pick a good day, but I'm having a little bit of a hard time finding people to play bingo with us. So I have room for more people. I ordered some extra stuff, just hoping that I'm going to keep like trying to find more people that want to come play bingo with us. So that's a local event right here in Alma. It's next week on Wednesday. I guess it's April 23rd at 6 o'clock at the Peace Lutheran Church here in Alma. So if you're watching, if you're interested, if you watch later, just send me a message. Let me know that you would like to attend. It's $35. We have make and takes. We play a bunch of games of bingo, 4 Stampin' Up! Prizes, lots and lots of good stuff. I was actually able to order, I ordered some of the new stuff too. So I have pre-order from the new annual catalog stuff in there, and I have the May online exclusive stuff in terms of prizes. So lots of good new stuff that you haven't even seen before that you could win at bingo next week on Wednesday. Okay. All right. I think, let's see, we're going to scoot some stuff out of the way, and let's see, I'm going to do my next drawing. Here, let's just scoot this over here though, right? Okay, there. Oh, I might have needed that stamp set, but I'll bring that back in a sec. Okay, so we're going to do our next drawing for, this is the Full of Life Designer Series paper. And what is so funny is, like, this is my favorite side. I kept looking at this paper with this side, and I think I just look at it, I'm like, I'm not sure what to do with it, but look at all that, the watercolor wash on the other side of all of these pieces is absolutely gorgeous. So this is what we're going to give away today, the Full of Life Designer Series paper. You also, if you order online through me, just make sure you picked me as your demonstrator. You also are going to receive both of these cards that we made on our last Facebook Live. This is the Natural Botanical stamp set. Love, love, love that stamp set. You also get to pick from the April Demo Design Dream Team PDF Tutorial 16 projects in here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Full color pictures, tons and tons of instructions in there. If you don't want the PDF tutorial, you can pick the free embellishment, which are also these sequins. Okay. And then again, your name is in the drawing right now to win the Full of Life Designer Series paper. Okay. So we have one lucky winner. Oh my goodness. Who is it going to be? I toss the names around. Okay, I have one in my hand. And let's see, the lucky winner is Miss Philomena. That's so fun because you're watching right now. I love that. I love when you're like right on here and you get to hear your name drawn. So Philomena, I will send this Designer Series paper out to you. Congratulations on winning that. Okay, let's see, we're going to put those right there. So, you guys, I have more. This is the, and this is retiring. You're welcome. Thank you for your order, too. That was very generous of you. I appreciate that. Okay, so on our next Facebook Live, we are going to give away, this is retiring, all the patterns in the Designer Series paper. So the subtles, regals, brights, neutrals, and both of the in color packages. Different patterns are coming, so they're retiring. Again, so it's on the last chance products list. And I think, so I've had my package for a little while, but this is the subtles paper. But isn't that, so I love those leaves. And then, so you can't really see, but let me find one that you might be able to see a little bit better. Okay, so here is, actually, this is the in color. I'm like, wait a minute, this is not the subtles. I'm like, that is Shy Shamrock. And then there are the stripes on the back. Sorry, not subtles, in color. Okay, and then there's some pretty little pattern and some more. Oh, they're like little circles. There we go. Now you guys can see, right? And that pretty little pattern. Yeah, so again, this is the In Color Designer Series paper, the 2024-2026 In Color paper pack. But these patterns are all retiring. They're coming out with new patterns in the Designer Series paper. So one lucky winner will receive this package of In Color Designer Series paper when you order online through me. Okay, you'll also get the projects I'm going to show you in just a moment, and you can pick from that free tutorial or the free embellishment. Okay, yeah, all right, I think we are ready. Now I'm going to show you one more card. So this is a beautiful card from my friend Jennifer Bradley, who hosts us at her Craft-O-Ramas. But this is so sad. She's moving to San Antonio. She's moving all the way down to Texas. And like, oh my goodness, I am just, it's like crazy because all of a sudden, like, she was like, hey, my husband's got a new job, we're moving to San Antonio, and the rest of us are like, but wait, we can't come to your house and craft anymore. And so we're gonna have to go down to San Antonio, I guess. I don't know if we'll bring our crafting supplies, but it'll definitely be an awesome place to visit, right? But so anyway, she's so good, she's so crafty. So check out this cute little card that she made. So it's kind of like a little step file kind of a card. So isn't that, so there's that and that and that, but it all kind of folds up. We might have to try this. This might be this layout might be found on a future Facebook Live. My wheels are turning, right? But it again features that beautiful designer series paper that we are going to be using today as well. Okay, all right, so now I think we are going to flip the camera down. I think I've shown you guys. Let's do a quick review though, right? And make sure. Yep, Thankful Garden, Last Chance. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, all right. So I gotta grab my Stampin' glass. Here we go. Put that, I forgot to grab that and put that here. And so it was so weird. Facebook Live, it was like, it was up a lot higher than it normally is. And so you guys were seeing all this stuff that I don't really want you to see because it's kind of a mess around the edges. So I'm going to be curious to see if, like, what it's going to look like. But here we go. Yes, Vina. Yes, a great weekend getaway. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I think we're going to have to do. Yeah, we're going to have to go down and visit her. Okay. All right. So turn your heads away. We're going to like fly through the air and let's see. I'm curious and I feel like, let's see, I think we're okay, right? So I was watching somebody else do Facebook Live and she zoomed in. So we're going to flip that down and let's see. Yeah, it's like so much higher. I wonder, all right, I got to grab my glasses here so I can see. One sec here. We're going to play here. Just, yeah, because you guys don't normally see all of this and it's a little bit harder. Let's see. I don't know. I'm going to push a button and see what happens. Nope. I don't want to create a poll. Oh, okay. That's like a flashlight. I don't want to do that. What's this one? Nope. I don't want to ask for reviewers. Okay. Oh. Invite group members. Oh, that would be nice. I should be doing that, huh? Okay. Well, yeah, this is weird. I don't feel like, because I think this is the one that just flips it back up and you might see, nope, you're going to see the ceiling. Okay. So I was hoping it's almost like I want to like, because I can't make this zoom the way I would like to. So I don't feel like there's like a camera thing. I don't think there's anything else. No other icons that I can push on. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to roll with it, and I might have to look into getting like a new a new contraption so that I can do the zoom kind of a thing, because yeah, it's like it's too far because you guys can see, right? Okay, well, it is what it is, ladies. So you're gonna see all my mess on the sides here that you don't normally get to see, but that's okay. All right, so let me show you the first card we are going to make. Okay, so this was also, like I said, one of the make and takes that we made at the one-day retreat this past weekend. And I don't know, can you guys kind of see all the detail on that flower there? And you do that with these masks. So let me show you guys. And I think well, they're kind of just, you're not even going to be able to see these, but there's a little number 1 on here, and then there's a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5. So you totally cannot see those, but the idea is going to be that we're going to stamp this, we're going to put our number 1 down, and we're going to lay that on there. We're going to just sponge around the mask to add the color. And then you go to number 2, and you lay that one on there, and then it just kind of adds color. And then you go to number 3 and you lay that one on there and it adds even more color. And then same idea with the hydrangea on this side right here too. So, okay, let's get started. If it's not making sense right now, it will definitely make more sense once you see what we're doing here. Okay. All right, we are going to lay these guys right here. And let's see, I know I need, oh, I have my blending brushes, and I'm afraid I don't want to get ink anywhere. So can you guys see, like, look at how they're super duper inky. So I'm going to just put them right in that little tote right there. Let's kind of scoot these things over here. So we got that stuff out of the way, right? Okay, and I was also looking, I thought I had my black ink, but I don't know, maybe it actually doesn't really matter because I've already stamped it. So, okay, here, let's actually talk about dimensions first. So we have, let's see, I'm going to scoot that out of the way too. Okay, so here is our piece of lemon lolly. Such a beautiful spring yellow here, right? Okay, so we have our lemon lolly cardstock. Along the 8.5 inch side, we cut it at 4 1/4 or 1/4 or quarters. And then along the 11 inch side, we scored it at 5.5 inches. So we're going to have a tall card. Trish, hello, good morning. You lost track of time. I know how that happens. It happens to the best of us too. Okay, then we have this piece of, isn't this gorgeous? That's the paper that Jennifer used on her card that I just shared with you. We're going to use the back side. This piece of DSP measures 4 by 5 1/4. So we're going to lay that one right there. Everyday happiness, right? Designer series paper. Then I have pieces of garden green to die cut that arch. We have our white piece of cardstock that I've actually already stamped that flower. And then we have a piece of soft sea foam, and I have a couple just in case I the things don't go well. The little lemon lolly to stamp that You Make a Difference. Okay. So we're going to put those right there. So let's do our die cutting so we have that done and out of the way. And trying to find, so I, everything, there are too many things in process these days. Oh, there's my black memento ink. Okay, good. That wasn't too hard to find. All right, so we're going to do the die cutting first though. Okay. So, or most of it. We'll do the flower in a moment. We'll do the other things right now while we can. Okay, so here we go. We have our die cutting machine. We're going to lay our garden green cardstock on here and our soft sea foam. Okay. All right, let's actually put that one right there. All of those there. Okay, so we're going to use, these are the arches. These may be unavailable to order right now. I can't quite say, but they'll be back because they definitely carried over. So these are the Everyday Arches dies. We use, that's the 3rd largest die. This is what we're going to use right there. Okay, then we need this. So this is one of the leaves. There we go. That glare is kind of bad, isn't it? Right? We're going to use that leaf. Okay. There, so we'll do those two. Yeah, because we don't want to die cut the flower yet. That would make it very hard to ink with our masks. But can you guys see? Got the arches. There we go. There, you can kind of see the pretty detail on there, right? All right, so we got that one, and I probably am going to need my paper piercing tool because that guy's, of course, going to get stuck in there, but I happen to have that right here. Oopsies. It's like stuck in my little caddy thing. Okay. All right. If anybody has any good ideas on how, if there's another setting that I don't know about in terms of zooming in, that's what I need to do. Either that or, like I said, I need to find a new like tripod, which is probably not the worst thing in the world. There we go. Okay, so we got that, we got that, we got that. All right, there we go with that one. All right, I think we're good for the moment. We will have to die cut the flower, but let's do the masking now. Actually, one more sec. Keep kind of putting it off. We are going to stamp with our black memento. We have this "You Make a Difference." Okay. So like I said, I brought a couple of them because it's this teeny tiny little 1/2-inch strip. Oh my goodness, look at that. I did a really good job. Very excited about that. Okay, there we go. Okay, don't even need that extra one, do I? Scoot that out of the way. And then that was the stamp. So imagine black memento ink. Stamp that right on there. All set now. Okay, so now let the fun begin, ladies. Okay, so again, I don't know. You probably can't. Can you? There's a little number 1. It's right there. You probably can't see it. But basically, this is the first one we're going to use, okay? So we're going to lay this down on here. We are going to grab I actually used crushed curry ink because I wanted a really deep color on here, okay? And then I'm going to grab my blending brush. Okay, so we have, and you guys can see, I'm sorry that it's so far away. I have to work on that. Okay, so we lay this right on here, okay? And we just have to move it until you get it lined up with the stamp image. And then the big thing is you got to hold it still. So we're just kind of tap on there, and then we're just going to kind of nice and easy. And you can kind of, you know, get as much ink. I saw people kind of doing this. I tend to like to kind of, I'm tapping on here to get the ink, and then I'm just kind of swirling around carefully. And it's okay if you've got some areas that are lighter and some that are darker. That's not going to be a problem. The biggest thing is to just hold that still so that it doesn't move. I guess if you went outside the lines a little bit, you know, it's not going to be the worst thing. But there is kind of step 1. So we just basically colored the whole thing in, right? So I'm going to put that right there. Then we're going to move to number 2. And again, you just want to kind of line things up. And you'll be able to tell when, and once you figure out kind of how you stamped it on your paper, you will be able to kind of line things up again, you know, in terms of like, oh, there's just that little, oops, and then I moved it. Just that little piece showing, if that makes sense. Because I know people were having a little bit of a hard time kind of lining things up. And it's funny how once you get it in the right place, you're like, oh, there it is. Whoop, there it is, right? Okay. And so again, we're just going to kind of add, and it is moving a little bit. I'm trying to, so you want to press pretty firmly with your fingers, like these fingers in the corner here, to hold it in place. And then just maybe it's better to kind of rub one way, because I feel like when I rub around in a circle, that's when it tends to move. But, you know, again, it's not going to be the worst thing if things move a little bit. But can you kind of see we've got some detail there with number 2. And so you're kind of just adding, right? Adding more and more and more color. So by the time you get to number 3 here, there we go. There's going to be lots of color in the little areas that still allow color kind of to come through, right? Okay. So there we go. So pretty simple, really, I think. And you can kind of see how if I get right up in there, right, you can kind of see the detail on that. So then you use numbers 4, this is 4 and this is 5. Can you kind of see that one right there? And then this one, yeah, actually you can see better right there, can't you, right? So we're going to use this one to color all the leaves in green, and then we're going to add some extra detail with that one right there. Okay, so I'm going to put these back in order because we're going to use those again on the hydrangea card in just a moment. And I do need to mention that I am part of a meeting planner program with Rhonda Wade. And so actually these cards are I don't know, double, triple, quadruple use this month. We're actually going to make these cards at our meeting this month also. So I can't take credit for this card. I actually changed up the next one We're using Garden Green ink here too. So just so you know that, right? So yeah, we we made them at the retreat. We made them we will be making them this week at our Inspired Stampers meeting. And then I'm sharing how you actually make these cards on Facebook Live, right? So we're going to kind of just swirl around there. So I just added, so isn't that so pretty? Like, check that out, right? Isn't that gorgeous? So we just colored in basically with that one right there. And then, so this one has some additional there. You can kind of see it, right? So we're going to add, and you can tell right on here, the darker parts that kind of added to it. So really simple. And if I had my head down here where I normally would, you know, with my eyes right on it, I would be able to see things a little bit better. I think I might have just moved that. But can you see how I've got that same little corner of white? So that's how I know, like, okay, I've lined it up. There we go. And it's also funny how you'll move it and all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, it's like 20/20 vision or something. You know, it just like comes into focus very nicely. And so every one of these cards might look a little bit different. The other really nice thing is you can just take these to your sink, run hot water over them, and they're clean. So that makes it super simple also. Okay, so isn't that gorgeous? The extra detail added with those masks. So beautiful, right? And simple. Really not difficult at all, I don't believe. Okay, so we're going to grab our die cutting machine because we are done coloring. Woo! Shoot, sorry, boy, did I just bonk that, huh? Okay, I think we're okay though. All right, we got this one. We are going to do this guy right here, right? Okay, we're going to die cut this baby. Must have cut something pink. I see a... Good. I'm glad you like that, Vina. It's really just kind of something fun. And those blending brushes too, you can rinse those off and use them in different colors too. So that's kind of cool. I haven't cleaned mine. And I probably will keep those just for those colors because they were used a lot. But in general, like if you're just using them at home, use it and then just rinse it out and you can get it clean enough that you can use it with another color too. But isn't that beautiful? Loving that. Okay. All right. So that is good. All right, we're going to scoot this one back out of the way. And we can put our card together now, I believe. Okay, let's see. We need some adhesive. So we are going to add, again, this beautiful Designer Series paper to our Lemon Lolly card base. Not sure if I got that one. There we go. Okay. I love this pattern too in this paper. Okay, then we are going to add our Garden Green arch. And always the beauty of Stampin' Up! Is the coordination, right, with our Garden Green cardstock and our Garden Green ink. Oh, that's fun. So you've used the blending brushes then, Vina? I have used them very, very little. So I thought it was fun to kind of get to play with those. And I apparently have run out of full-size dimensionals, so I'm using the little baby, the mini dimensionals. They, you know, you get a lot more of them, but they're a little bit funny to play with, I guess. You know, they're so tiny. My fingers, I don't know, I think getting like a little arthritic or something, so they're not quite as easy to to work with, I'm finding, but we will suffice until I can get get some more dimensionals ordered in here in my craft room. I think I have some at the church, so I just need to go grab them. Okay, let's see. Yep, we've got a couple little minis underneath there too. Yes, okay, that's awesome. I'm glad, and they're easy to use. Love that. I agree. Yeah, because I was a little intimidated at first, you know, the whole masking thing. I'm like, how does this work? But seriously, you just... I'm like, not sure why I was intimidated. There really isn't a reason to be. Once you start playing with them, just lay them on there and roll your ink around. Pretty simple. Okay, so I think, let's see, we just need to add some sequins. So these fun Starburst sequins, we're going to add these to our card here, right? Okay. So what do we got going here? So I don't know, can you guys, I wonder if I bring this up super close, can you see? So it's like a little pinwheel almost. Got some fun detail on them, which I think is cool. Okay, so we're gonna do one there. Oopsie, thought I got that on my thing, but maybe not, right? We're gonna do one there, and we'll grab one little baby one, and we'll put one right there. Okay, so ladies, there we go. Card number 1. You make a difference. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. All right, let's see. I'm gonna clean, since I didn't stamp. Okay. Yeah, it is. It's very easy. Yeah, and it's such a pretty look too. Yeah, makes it very simple to add kind of lots of detail, I think. Okay. All right, so we've got that one. All right, so ladies, check out this other one. I think this is even more beautiful. I keep like organizing things. So, okay, this hydrangea, check that one out. Isn't that gorgeous? And so again, we're going to use the blending brushes with our blueberry bushel ink and create that. And then you can see the little black centers of the flowers we stamped with our black memento ink. Got a little with love stamp right there. So everything that we're using is again from that Thankful Garden stamp set, dies and masks. So we're going to use that stamp and the little with love, and then that little, any of those would work, right? Any of those little centers of flowers. And then these probably go right in there too. I didn't even try that. But yes, gorgeous, right? Okay, so we'll get our ink. What do I need? Oh yeah, okay, I see what I'm doing. Like, why do I have that third ink there? But now I know. Okay. We don't need that one though, do we? Okay, so we got all of these guys. Okay, so I actually I think I was making some extra of these cards. So I already stamped the with love in our fresh freesia ink. So I don't even need that one. So I'm going to put that away just so I don't get confused. We're making another tall card again, this time fresh freesia card base. Again, 8.5 inch side, we cut it at 4 1/4 inches. 11 inch side, scored it at 5.5 inches. There's our card base, right? Okay. Again, we used the Thankful Garden Designer Series paper, 4 by 5 1/4. So that's just going to layer right on there. Then we have some garden green cardstock for our leaves. We have our little with love sentiment. And then basic white cardstock. I already stamped the hydrangea in black memento ink. So we are going to do let's do our masking right now too. Okay, so let's see, what do I need? I'm going to need my blue blending brush. And again, I'm going to pull these back in. So I used this one, obviously, last time. This time we're going to use this guy with our blueberry bushel ink. Okay. All right, so we are going to, this one we found to be a little bit trickier. But let's see, it's almost like once you start moving it, yeah, here we go. I think that's it right there. I was using that big flower to kind of find, yeah, this is going to be it right here. I just got to get it lined up nicely. Okay, there we go. So we're going to hold that. We're going to just kind of lightly and carefully, I just kind of, and occasionally that'll happen. I've seen people where they'll kind of start working off the mask so that that first initial touch, how I got that extra ink right there, you might not even really be able to see it at the height you guys are watching from. But honestly, once you kind of start blending around, and that's okay, there's like a little kind of a, I guess you can see it, right? A brighter smudge right there, but it really kind of blends in and you don't even really notice it once everything is done. Okay, so again, it's really lined up pretty straight across. That's the kind of thing to know, is almost like these are all oriented the same. So once you figure out how you stamped and where you laid that first mask, all of them are going to be kind of the same orientation on your paper, if that makes sense. So you don't have to spin things around too much. Okay, so we're just kind of swirling. Okay, lift that one up. So it just kind of, it masks some of the flowers, so some of them are a little bit brighter than others. And then this last one will add even more highlights and detail. Okay, let's see, there we go. I think that is lined up. Okay. I'm just going to keep swirling and adding, and I'm pressing pretty firmly. Again, you just want to make sure that your mask doesn't move. And if it moves a little bit, it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. You'll just have a little bit of a different look than if you had held it, because it is hard. It's, I mean, it's not hard, but you know, you got to use some pressure to kind of hold it in place. Okay, so there's that. So you can see it's getting a little bit darker and a little bit darker, and then we're going to add the black memento ink. Let's do the green next, though. We'll do the leaves, and then we'll add that black memento ink. I put it back in my other tote thinking I didn't need it for this card, but I do. Okay, so actually let's grab our garden green ink. Okay, and we're going to use mask number 4. So this time we're using these leaves because these are what are going to line right up here. Okay, so that looks good. We're just going to kind of swirl around. Okay, there we go. There's that one. So it just kind of colors it all in. So pretty, huh? All right, and then we're going to do one more. We're going to add this one. And again, just kind of have to move it around until you see that it's lined up. And maybe if you had a little bit bigger piece of paper, that could be helpful. Note to self for future, because it was like moving underneath the mask. I don't know if you guys could see that, but if I had it sticking out at the bottom, it might have been a little bit easier. And so you can always kind of lift this up, and if you want to add more, you can, but I think that actually looks quite lovely like that, right? We've got some good kind of highlights and detail on that one there too. Okay, all right, next, or kind of finally, we are going to finish off with this teeny tiny little stamp, and we're going to just kind of add it to the centers, and I think this just really makes it kind of pop, like adding these black centers to the flowers. Got one more right there. There we go. Okay. How about that, right? Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh. I'm like loving this card. So pretty. Plus, hydrangeas are just gorgeous, aren't they? Makes me want to plant a hydrangea bush. Maybe someday, right? Okay, so here we go. We are going to do our die cutting. We have a number of things to die cut. Let's see if we can get them all on our one platform here. So we've got this one. Let's see. Well, that maybe, I think that'll go that way, and we'll do that one. See if we can fit all those on there, right? Okay, so we have this little label die from the Nested Essentials dies. These may be on the last chance list. I honestly can't say for sure, but check it out. They're a great set, obviously. Like, look at all of these kind of label dies, right? So if you don't have these, I would suggest getting them as soon as you can. Next, we are going to, we got that one. And then where are my leaves? Oh, I think I used the other leaf in the other one, so I got to grab that. Out of here, where did it go? There it is. Okay, no, that's not it. That's the big one. Okay. Either that or I put it in. I put it away. Oh, I did. Okay. already in the package. Here we go. Okay. That and that. Okay, so we got to this just has to be on the green paper. That's easy enough, right? This one we need to line up nicely around our hydrangea. And then there's that one right there. Okay. All right, so are you guys ready for Easter? I know it's kind of a somber, I can't really say Happy Good Friday. You know, obviously, yeah, somber day today, but then Sunday, Easter is a joyful day, right? So hopefully you guys are all ready for Easter, and the hydrangea, right? Kind of a beautiful spring flower, makes you think of spring, right? And the little with love that, right? Okay. And then lastly, we will grab our leaves here. Let's see. I'm just going to pop these out here. So there's one with all the pretty detail, right? And then there's this one right here. So this is the same one that we did our soft seafoam leaf on our other card. Use this little guy here to get all of these out, right? And then a couple of those little thingies will fling out of there. There, that's gorgeous too, isn't it, right? Okay. Scoop this guy out of the way. And let's see. Get that one out of the way too, right? Okay, do I have? Yeah, I'm going to bring this guy in here. Okay. I'm going to put our designer series paper on first. Oops, get this rolling here. It's getting toward the end, which always makes it a little more futzy. Yes. So you love hydrangeas too, Philomena? I always, yeah, love to grow them. I had a bush at my last house, and I think they're kind of a shade plant if I remember correctly, but I think there's a point where they, you know, they need some sun. Like I think I might have put it in a spot that was too shaded, if I remember correctly, because it was pretty, but I think it could have been more vibrant than mine was. So here we go. We're going to just pull all our little, put a bunch of mini dimensionals on there. We're going to put that guy right there. Let's grab our leaves, actually. Take these. We're going to add some adhesive to these guys. We're going to put this one. We're going to kind of tuck it in. So yeah, now I have so many dimensionals I can't I think I had the big dimensionals on the other one, so I could kind of tuck it in. Now it's like running into it's running into obstacles trying to get that tucked in there. Yeah, okay, mister. Let's see. I think I'm going to lift that one up a little bit. Can we get that tucked in there? There we go. Yeah, maybe I should have put this thing in there first, huh? Okay. There's one, right? And then if we add this guy back on the other side. There we go. Okay, we're going to add these little, oopsie, add our little with love, right side up, not upside down. Okay, put that one there. Make sure it's not crooked, right? Okay, then we're going to add this is the Fresh Freesia Faux Velvet Trim. Okay, make our little bow here. Get going, there we go. Okay, and ribbon scissors, where are those? Here we go with that right there. And we'll grab a mini glue dot. And I'm still working. I opened a new package hoping like they were going the right way, but they're still on the wrong side of things. So got to get through another package, and then maybe the next one will be back on track. Either that or that's just how they're making them now. I guess I'm not totally sure. All right, then we are going to add a couple of sequins. We're going to use the white ones this time. I used the bigger ones because maybe a little bit harder. Oopsie. flinging that over there, huh? Right, we got one more there. And I see dimensionals on my pants too, I think. How funny, right? Okay, that one is right there. Okay, all right, so we got, there we go, ladies, we did it. We've got those 2 cards right there. Where are the other ones? We've got these 2 right here. So as always, I love to recap and let you know that you're going to get both of these cards as a thank you from me when you order online. Just make sure you select me as your demonstrator. You also are going to get to pick from the free embellishment, which are the Starburst sequins we used today, or the Demo Design Dream Team PDF tutorial, 16 projects in here. You could pick that as well, either one of those. And then your name is in the drawing for, these are the In Color Designer Series paper pack right here. So retiring, last chance list, check them out. This is one of the products, many other things on there too. All right, thank you guys so much. I'm glad you enjoyed the cards today. I hope you all have a happy Easter as well. And we will see you 2 weeks from today right here. It's the beginning of May. It might be the 4th, whatever the first Friday is, 2 weeks from now. All right, bye everybody. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend.